We are here back again to the studios, and we have with us Professor Uli Goes, who's going to tell us a lot more about applied art and how young people can think about it not only as a career but to appreciate what applied art is all about. Because once again, we are wanting our youngsters and even the not so young to think broadly about life generally and how various experts in art, fine art, etc., bring to us life in a different figment so that we can appreciate what life is all about. So I thank you, Professor, for coming for this program. And I want to straight away ask you this basic question. In the Arts College, you have two programs. One is fine arts, one is applied arts. Now, for the benefit of all our viewers, can you explain a little bit more in detail what applied art really means?
Yes. It is called the Goa College of Art, and the degree which is given is Bachelor in Fine Arts. Now, that term Fine Arts is an umbrella sort of, but in which there are two programs, as you said. We call them two courses or two departments rather. One is painting department and one is applied art department.
Okay.
Now, to explain what is applied art department, I'll give you a brief of what is painting.
Yeah, that's right.
Before that, I'll tell you that base for both is the same. The elements of design, the principles of design, and whatever is required for the foundation of design is the same.
That's it.
But the applications for both are different. Now, in the department of painting, students are trained to do more of the creative painting in terms of it is more implicit. It is not. It is for the sake of beautifying its beauty. It's creative painting, in which subjects like mural, sculpture, printmaking, all these are there. But when we use the same elements and principles of design what we have learned to strengthen our foundation in art, in applied art we use them, or rather we apply them for specific purposes. And it's very vast, but in the college we apply them for communication basically, which includes advertising media. Because through advertising is communication for marketing basically. So, over the years it has been realized that when communication is assisted with art, it becomes more effective. The most effective is proven also. So, if I want to tell them something, if I just tell them in plain words or in just a slogan, nobody will be attracted. But the moment I add the picture value to it, that is where number one, first thing is
the momentum that is required. Yeah, okay, right. Now, Professor, you yourself are the head of the applied art department, but you yourself have gone into, say, solo exhibitions or group exhibitions, etc., etc. Can you tell us a little bit more about what you have done as a part of this applied art activity?
Yes. If I'm saying that I'm specialized in applied art, does not stop me from painting.
That's right.
That also becomes part of my my area sort of. So when I first graduated, we had formed about 10, 12 of us that got together, and we had formed a group called Synchronicity, and we were exhibiting our works. I was doing a lot of work in painting and drawing, but along with that I did a lot of work in photography.
Okay, right.
So right from 1986 to say 1990, 91, we had regular exhibitions of ours. Basically in Goa, in Panjim, Margao, Vasco, which and in those days exhibitions were a rarity. Like people were not aware that there were artists who were coming and showing their work. So a lot of interest was generated. Then Kala Academy during that time also used to organize, they still do, the state art exhibition in which they give state art awards.
Right, okay.
I have participated in quite a number of them, and I've got awards in quite a number of
Okay,
them
okay.
also in photography and graphic design, basically.
Wow, 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 wow. So,
And-
which particular award did you get, and which has kind of made you feel that yes, I got to do some more about this?
Yes, let me tell you that. I recall especially one in Kala Academy. I got awards for my photography and my graphic design.
Right. Okay.
But one thing I'm proud to tell you about, one award which I got was especially for applied art. This was in the close to 1990s. I think when Shakti Sinha was the
Okay. Right.
collector,
Yeah.
and they had announced a poster competition for national integration.
Okay. Right. Right. Right.
Okay, so I said I have to do something, and something unique and something different, and I set my mind on that track, and I came out with this idea. I showed a photograph of an old house which is in ruins and is about to fall, and I substituted this picture with the line that this is the consequence of conflict. Don't let this happen to your country.
Oh wow! Wow.
And Mr. Sinha was so happy, thrilled. Of course, I got the first prize for it, but he carried that poster with him to Delhi. And it was a proud moment for me. Yeah.
I think if you still have it, we would like to show it to our viewers.
I want to reproduce it. I don't have it because in those days it was manually done. There were no
Yeah.
computers,
Okay.
nothing. Even all the lettering and everything
Yeah.
was manually done.
Now, talking about your students,
Yeah.
you know, over the years now, the Bachelor of Fine Art College has been for a number of years producing a lot of beautiful
Yeah.
students who do excellent work. Which of your ex-students have really excelled, not only state-wise, but national-wise or even internationally?
There are many.
Uh,
In fact, there are so many names, but I'll cite a few names.
yeah.
We have got Bismarck Dias, who's headed some of the top agencies of India, including Lintus and Trikaya Gray.
Okay.
In Singapore, he is campaigns of Thumbs Up and Coke, and even certain ads of Sony are his brainchild.
Okay.
So he's the one I can, the name which comes immediately to my mind, because right now he's heading his own agency in Dubai, and
Oh, I
he's
see.
got international
Okay, right.
international clients,
Yeah.
and he's doing very well in this. Of course, in this field, nobody knows the person behind
Yeah.
the scene, but since we are in touch with them,
Yeah,
we
that's
know
right,
them.
yeah. So maybe someday, sometime when Mr. Bismarck is here, you will help our viewers to see him also and talk to
Yes,
him as
yes,
well.
yes.
So that, as I said, the idea of this whole program
Yeah.
is to enlarge the audience for applied art as
Yeah,
well as
yes,
fine art.
yes.
And the more we show our viewers what is happening,
Yeah.
it might strike a little note to say, I can also do something better or something different or something which
Yeah.
will,
Yes,
spark
yes,
a plug
yeah.
of this thing in there.
Yeah, I can tell you about a little bit of detail about what are the subjects we teach in applied art.
Right, okay.
After the foundation, 2 years foundation, where we teach them to observe and replicate, because that has a purpose, because that is what we have to teach the students to observe and then to interpret.
Exactly.
That
that's
is what
right.
we do, and lettering and typography also becomes a very important part of our course, because lettering and typography, as we for the lay people, they are just words, but each typeface has a character and which has to be used for a specific purpose. If I'm saying something happy, there are happy typefaces.
Mhm.
If I'm saying something serious, there are serious typefaces. So we train the students in that line in the foundation. And then gradually in the third and fourth year, we go intensely into layouts and design and concepts.
Mm.
And along with this, they also opt for another specialization subject. We have got 4. One is we have got illustration, we have got audio visual, we have got photography, and we have got computer graphics. Now, illustration is that the student is trained to interpret a situation, a character or whatever into a visual form, illustration, which is quite unique. Audiovisual, of course, we call it audiovisual, but actually it is filmmaking, right from concept to storyboarding to the final shooting we teach them. Animation is also part of that. Then we have got computer graphics, which we teach all the. We don't teach software as such, but how to explore the software and execute your ideas. And we've got photography as a specialism subject.
When you talk about photography,
Yeah.
I am shocked sometimes
Yeah.
that wedding photography, they charge in lakhs.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I find it stunning. But the works that they are produced are absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
Now, can you tell us a little bit more about photography in your domain
Yeah.
and some of the people who have really excelled in this area?
Yes. As you said, wedding photography is one which has got the most takers in as far as photography is concerned. But we also have photojournalism, and one of our students, Raj Tilak Naik, is one of the top in the country, you can say, because
Photojournalism.
Yeah. because he's got a unique way of, unlike he, along with other photographers, but I can say, he has come to that level of international standards.
Okay.
But in wedding photography, there are so many now, and as you said, that they charge a lot. But if you see the wedding album of today, and we have to see a wedding photograph of maybe of our parents, there's a distinct difference.
Mhm.
Now here, a lot of design is involved, and we got one of our own students, Edric George, who's doing very well.
Okay.
Then we've got Chikit, his name Adrian Barreto, Chiquito from Lotili. These are the people who have taken wedding photography
To a new level.
to a new level, because what you get is just not the photographs which were stuck with four corners,
Yeah.
but it's like a coffee table book which can be there on your table, and if anybody comes and.
Fantastic. Man.
Yeah,
That's,
so the cost, most of the cost, I think, goes for that, because a lot of man hours go into it.
You know, one of the things that newspapers come out with is small little cartoons,
Yeah.
like Lakshman of the old days and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Would that be creative applied art?
Yes. Our
Either other.
Either Udar and Alexis is there.
Alexis,
But
yeah.
they are, Idhar Udhar and Alexis are not products of work of art. But there are quite a few who have gone into caricatures.
Mhm.
Like Fabian Gonsalves is one of them.
The case of the Prime Minister or.
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Now Fabian is from Kalangut. He's doing a lot of experimentation in work. He's doing murals. He's doing storyboard illustrations. He does something like cloud painting. Like if he'll see a form in the clouds, and he'll create a picture out of it.
Wow.
And he does cartoons and all, but he's mostly on the social media.
Okay.
We don't see them in the press media, but nevertheless, they have made quite an impact on them.
So your college has come up with quite a lot of experts in the
Yes,
field.
I'm happy to
You
say
must be
that.
pretty proud of.
Yes, we are pretty much. That is our award.
Okay. Now, I was told that very soon you all are going to enter into the master's degree situation.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit more?
In fact, we already started. We are into the second year of master's degree.
Okay.
Yeah. And we have got master's degree in painting, and we have got master's degree in applied art.
Okay.
And right now, to start with, we have just got two specializations.
Okay.
Later on, we have plans to increase them. In painting, we have got painting, fine art, and mural.
Okay.
And in applied art, we have got design, graphic design, and illustration.
All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So right now, we have got about an average of about 20 students in each of the.
20 students. That's
Yeah.
a lot of numbers.
Yes, because
Now you had mentioned to me that you all have a special quota, 5 students or something like that, over and beyond the
Yeah.
the lower classes of people. What is that all about?
See, what has happened is that we have the intake, what is allowed to us is 50
Oh.
because of the space. Now we need a lot of space. Each desk is quite big and infrastructure stuff and all. But the government, this is not only for our college, but overall, the government has increased certain seats which are supernumerary. That is beyond the 50 for economically weaker sections, EWS. So 10% seats are increased. So we have got almost another 10 students which can be taken. But they are given only to the general category, not for reserve category. General category whose income levels are low. They have to produce their income certificate,
Okay.
and based on that they get.
Oh, I see. Now, generally speaking, Professor,
Yeah.
generally speaking, what is the number of candidates that apply actually for the seats in BFA?
Yeah.
And because you got only 50 seats.
Only 50
So how many really apply and then they have to be, say, sorry?
Yeah. That is one. We received nearly close to 200 applications.
Oh, I see.
190, 210, 200, 180 per year, and the seats are only 50 plus the supernumerary 10.
So only 25% are getting admission.
Yes, unfortunately, what happens is that is the state now because the demand has risen for fine art quite, I would say, fourfold.
So that's again the question. Why? Why has the demand increased?
Yes, because I cannot say much of painting, but in applied art, an applied art graduate, when he leaves the college, he does not leave just as a designer. We train them that they can be in 10 more different allied professions. They can be in they can do film set art direction of films. They can do interiors. They can be in publications. They can be in printing. They can be in photography. So even if a student has not specialized in photography as per this thing, but he also gets a full knowledge of photography which he can pursue later.
Professor, but you're telling me something which is very difficult to digest.
Yeah.
You know why?
Yeah.
On the one hand, you're saying there are lots of opportunities for the young people.
Yeah.
On the other hand, you're saying there are only 50 seats.
Yes.
Why can't the management push the government to increase the number? Because there are opportunities, not that there are no opportunities.
I agree with you, but it is and they're not in our hands at all.
No,
Because
but has
it's a
the government realized this? Because on the one hand, the government
Yeah.
talks about there are no jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, there are our students
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
suffering from no jobs.
Yeah.
Here there are jobs and there are no people.
Yeah, but we there are higher ups which we as teachers, professors cannot do. We have to do our job of teaching. But nevertheless, there are demands. People have been. I mean, outside people have been requesting and things like that. There might be an increase. I can't say, but it's high time. It should be number should be increased. And if the number is increased, the infrastructure has to be generated for.
In this going back to Lakshman,
Yeah.
this cartoon kind of thing, I find that the numbers of such artists are very, very few. It's always good to start the morning reading a nice little joke and feel good about it.
Yeah.
But there is a scarcity of such cartoonists. Why is that?
Not that because there are no people to do that. There are quite a lot of people doing that.
Then why are they not in the papers?
But again,
When they have not reached that level.
I don't know if they've approached and the policies of the newspapers also. It all depends on that.
Yeah.
But as you say, we don't see them in the papers, but I see them a lot on the social media.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
Okay.
they come because on social media you've got it freedom. You are not bound by any publication or anything.
Okay.
Like people like Fabian, he's doing something fantastic. If he finds a joke, he puts it in a. He's made a joke on himself and he's put it with making people laugh.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
Very interesting. Okay. So what you're really saying is that people should not only look at newspapers, but broaden their own perspective on where you can have a nice, good laugh in the morning.
Yeah. No, because digital media has taken quite a lot of space of people's
So in illustrations, would cartoonists come there?
Yes,
They would.
yes, yes.
And do you all train your students particularly in cartoonist activity?
In illustration,
Yeah,
we also touch upon that.
yeah.
But to be a cartoonist, you need an additional quality, that is wit,
Ah.
which many students have got a good hand, they can draw well, but sometimes they fall short on wit.
Can it be that a witty person and an illustrator can link together and
Actually, it will be nice,
Yeah.
like how the.
have you come across such a combination?
So far, at least, I have not, but this is a new thing what you have suggested. We can get people together.
Yeah, because
Somebody who's witty and somebody who can draw.
if somebody can illustrate something nice and somebody can put in
Yes.
the right words for it.
That's a
Yeah,
fantastic,
it's fantastic, yeah.
fantastic
Yeah.
concept what you have given. We can, yeah. In fact, yeah, it's a fact.
Exactly.
Because some people have got a bit.
So, what is your message for people generally watching this program in terms of applied art? What would you say to them in terms of increasing the volume of people watching your programs, or getting photography done in a better way, illustration in a better way, or whatever? What is your message?
The message is that to be in any field, you need to be motivated yourself first.
Yeah.
We need to motivate ourselves, and especially in applied art. Applied art is a very, very vast subject. I mean, it is. For that, I would like the youngsters who are aspiring to join art college and who are already into the applied art department. You need to broaden your perspectives. For that, you need a lot of observation. What is going on around? For that, you need a lot of reading, which unfortunately is slightly stunted. People, the youngsters.
Would come under that this thing would come under your subject of applied art.
Wood carving, you mean?
Yeah.
No, that comes in the painting. The
That comes
sculpture.
under the painting
Yeah.
side. Okay, right. So that is your message. The message
Yes.
is that
You have
expand your horizon,
Expand your
read a
horizons.
lot more,
Yes.
find out a little more, go to the
Yes.
college and see for yourself,
Yes.
and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So thank you, Professor, for your time. I
Thank you
appreciate
so
you
much.
coming here again, and I wish you and your students all the best, particularly the ones in the master's program, because we
you.
hopefully will
Yeah.
see more of
Yes.
laughter and fun
Yeah.
in the near coming
Yeah.
future.
Thank you for
Thank you.
inviting me in this program.